saw a video where it was this girl. I'm gonna send it to y'all. It's this black girl. She in the car and she's talking about how she's just sick of America and that she's going after what's owed to her. And she was speaking of reparations and she was just going on. And then you hear somebody tap on the window and she roll the window down. She's like, "Yeah, what's up, babe?" And then she pan the camera out. It's a white man. And she's like, he said, "How much do you want me to fill it up?" And she said, "Yeah, baby, go ahead and fill it up." Yeah, baby, go ahead. I love you. And then she said, "Yeah, I'm getting mine. I'm getting mine." And I was like, and it was like an older white man. And I was just sitting here like, yo, I had lost it. I was in here crying.
She said she's getting her reparations. I'm Shannon.
And I'm Lisa.
And KK's here too. And you're listening to Blacktivities,
a celebration of all things Black.
Black culture, Black history,
Black perspectives, and Black panache.
Celebrating our Blackness doesn't mean exclusion.
Everybody's invited, but you gotta come in and have a seat.
So let the Blacktivities begin.
Hey y'all, thanks for joining us for another episode of Blacktivities. We are your hosts.
I'm Shannon.
Mona Lisa here.
And I'm KK. Here on Blacktivities, we have always advocated for Black love, whether it's relational or familial. And today we're going to take a look into social media and how it has impacted relationships in our society. Because there's a lot to say about that. Before we do, and we get too deep into the subject, I want to spotlight this season's sponsor. We want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Hope Inc., which stands for Helping Other People Be Empowered, which provides single parents who are trying to get a degree with assistance for childcare and rent. And it's not always just about money either. They also provide the resources for these single parents to elevate their entire life. They provide budget coaching, life skill training, and even counseling services so that these men and women can grow and thrive and better themselves for the next generation and generations to come.
Yes.
For more information about how you can become a Hope Inc. participant or support these single parents, please visit their website, hope.org. And that's spelled HOPBE.org. And it's linked in our show notes. Shannon is going to kick off the discussion with some food for thought in the form of big facts.
Big facts.
Okay, so let's start with some information from a survey that the Pew Research Center did in 2019. 51% of people in committed relationships say, first of all, baby getting on my nerves because he or she is always on that darn phone.
Right.
And roughly 8 in 10 social media users, which is 81% of the people that they surveyed, reported that they at least sometimes see others posting about their relationships. 46% say that this happens often. However, most people said that it didn't really affect what they had going on in their relationships. 28% say that they have used social media to share or discuss things about their relationship or dating life. Roughly half of social media users, 53% of people in the survey, say that they've used these platforms to check up on somebody that they used to date or be in a relationship with.
Ooh, nosy. Bless it.
And among those whose partner uses social media, 23% of those surveyed say that they have felt jealous or unsure of their relationship because of the way their current partner interacts with others on social media. And women are more likely to say that they don't like that.
Okay.
I also found a blog from Mind and Body Counseling Associates that listed some positives and negatives about how social media has impacted romantic relationships. So for positives, They say basically that it makes long distance relationships easier and it expands the dating pool. And then you can be in constant connection with your partner, which can strengthen emotional connections. For negatives, they said unrealistic portrayals of relationships, which can lead to unrealistic relationship expectations, jealousy and surveillance, which is what I just kind of mentioned.
Okay.
People misinterpreting comments, likes, and connections can lead to unnecessary conflict and erosion of trust in relationships. And also you got people who are like stalking their partner's profiles. Miscommunication. So sometimes it's not a video or whatever. There's no nonverbal clues. So like innocent messages could be taken the wrong way and that could cause conflict. Also, they said people are just spending too much time interacting digitally and it's affecting their ability to have like real in-person conversations and resolve conflict in a healthy way.
Right.
Lastly, I took a look at a study published in Social Science Computer Review in 2022. They found that 34 of all their study participants said that they had a Finsta. However, when they tracked their usage, they said that they did spend way more time on their primary account than their Finsta. That's a fake Instagram account.
Okay, I was over here. I computed it.
Know what a Finsta
Okay,
was.
all right. Now I computed it together. It took me a little minute.
Yeah, so basically they have a profile that's fake and they get on there and do whatever in their Finsta that they don't want people knowing that they did.
That's too much time. They ain't got that much time on their hands. I'm sorry to ruin it. Like, I'm sorry to interrupt you. But really? Really? Okay, go ahead.
If
We
you
listen,
want
we
to,
don't judge. We just talk
I guess
about it.
those people that are like trying to find out about their exes, they probably don't want their the person they're with now to see that they're doing it and be able to track that trail. So they make a Finsta and they go on and they follow that person or whatever and find out what's going on.
All right. Okay.
They also found that heavy social media use lowers relationship satisfaction, which kind of leads to more conflict and negativity and creates emotional distance between partners. And many heavy users report unhappy relationships, lower marriage quality, and thoughts of separation. They said that social media actually makes people feel lonely, even when they're in relationships, which makes them more likely to seek emotional connections outside of their relationships. And then because there's more access to people, then research shows that high social media use is also linked to more online and emotional infidelity. So, in summary, this is how they said that social media can lead to relationship problems. Basically, it reduces meaningful interactions, so couples are spending less quality time together because they're on their phones and they're on social media, and that's not good for the connection in their relationships. And also, people use it to escape their problems. And instead of discussing issues with their partners, they distract themselves on social media. So then the conflicts get worse, or they're never solved, or they're trying to use it to boost their ego or gain some kind of self-confidence because of something that's happening offline, which leads to more social media use. But since studies say that social media can lower self-esteem and increase anxiety and depression, it's almost like you're creating a cycle for yourself that kind of leads you nowhere.
Right.
So that's the facts.
I mean,
Thank you.
Thank you. I agree with it. It makes sense. It totally makes sense.
Yep.
Especially the part where you're referring to, basically what you're doing is you're looking over, when you're in a relationship and you're looking over the fence at somebody else and what they got going on, and you're going to your partner, you're like, why don't you do this? Or why don't you do that? And they looking at you like, girl, we just went out to eat. And you're like, but you don't do this, you don't do that. Which brings a lot of confusion, and I can understand, how that is. So I have my beliefs. I'm gonna wait before I dive in deep. I have my beliefs, and it may not be a popular opinion, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let y'all have the floor.
That part. I like what you said. And I like how, Shan, you brought up the emotional infidelity because that's a factor. And because what you're saying, Lisa, really speaks to the fact that we have to remind ourselves that you are watching somebody's highlight reel. You're not watching their life 100% day by day. You're not seeing them with a bonnet on if they at Ruth Chris. You know what I'm saying? With the fresh bust down on.
Right.
That's not what you're seeing. You are
Right.
seeing not with the bonnet on at home with pajamas because they not wearing it.
What you're seeing is a girl looked at her dude and was like, take this, let's do this video because we want to be content creators because being an influencer is trendy right now. And he was like, girl, I don't feel like doing it. I'm trying to play Call of Duty. You wilding. And she was like, no, let's do this. Do it right. And they do like 90 takes. Then they edit. And then they post it. And then he leave and go with his friends, or he go with his little side chick, or he do whatever. And she posted, and she's like sitting there watching it. Like, how many likes can I get in the first 10 minutes? Okay? How many I get in the first 20 minutes? And you're revolving your life. You're trying to fit that puzzle piece in your life, and it doesn't fit.
Yeah, because it's not reality. You didn't see the fight they got into before or after.
Right.
Yeah. And you'll see that some of these couples are so toxic. And there have even been some tragedies, you know. There have been conversations about tragedies that have happened with these, you know, couple goals. I don't make anybody couple goals because you never know what's going on behind closed doors. So it's important to keep that in mind. And I really like what you said about the emotional infidelity, because it's particularly with women, it's going to be emotional. And I even had someone tell me recently that that the reason, because I was like, oh, you know, people crash out in 2025. People are crashing out. And he was like, I'm going to tell you why people crash out. He said, because if you got somebody and that's your person, and all of a sudden you realize that they're connecting with somebody else. And if she's not a total, you know, whore, that my word, his word. But he was like, if you find out that something is happening and that's not who she is, then you like, man, how did he get to her? And it took me, I had to jump through all these hoops to get to her. Now he got her emotionally. He got her this way and that way.
Right.
And it's like, and I had to work so hard to get it. He said, that's why people crash out. Right. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. I had not heard, and we're going to hear more, I'm sure, maybe next season about men's takes on things like that and things that we need to know. But yeah, the emotional infidelity is a real thing.
Right. But wouldn't there be a place like, I mean, so the emotional infidelity, it happens more often, like more than, you know, we like to think. But I feel like that's where we need to make sure we're talking to our partners and have an open mind. That way you both are getting something out of it, so it wouldn't be like that. And I'm not saying that it's okay, but you have to have some type of open mind if you're looking to be with somebody, because when you met them, you knew the type of person that they were. So it's like if they're coming to you and they're trying to address an issue, listen to them. And then on the other side, if you're trying to work this out with your partner and they're not doing it, they're not cooperating, get the hell on. That way you don't have to be in a position to where you're on here emotionally trying to, you know, vibe with this person. And as you made a major point, I am so against long distance, like dealing with somebody long distance. I can't. Because if I'm dealing with somebody, I want to be able to be like, you know what? I want to be booed up. I do. I want to be cuddled. I want my feet
I want to
rubbed.
be spontaneous. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Can we just get in
Yes.
the car and kick it? Can we just
Right.
go for a ride and, listen to some music and get some, whatever happens?
Right. And
But
and and again, vibes is important.
yeah,
Vibes is very important. So
yeah.
imagine you meeting someone and y'all listen to the same music. Y'all have the same hobbies. Y'all have everything. Like everything is to the T. But they live, you know, 10 states away. You know what I mean? Like, as great as that is, yeah, again, if that's what you like. Me personally, I can't do the long distance thing.
Somebody got to move because I can't do it either.
Right.
Shannon, can you do long distance? Could you do long distance?
I did long distance in the beginning of my relationship with my husband, but I ended up moving
Okay.
to be near him.
Right.
Okay.
I think what happens when people do long distance, because I have a girlfriend that was talking to me about like she would be fine like doing long distance because she wants the person there when she wants them there, but then when she wants her time to herself,
Appointments.
she want her
That's
time to
you
herself.
know what I said for you? Appointments. And that's what I'm talking about. That's one of the factors when you
Or
try to
I
set an
think it's
appointment.
just like our age, right? You're kind of set in your ways when you've been single for a long time. And
Yeah.
so for somebody to come in your space and like try to tell you how they want things to be done, it's like, no, you go do
Yeah,
your
I'm
thing.
good. Yeah.
I'll go do mine and then we'll meet up and hang out and have fun or whatever, enjoy each other, and then you go back and do your thing. I think that was kind of what she was expressing to me.
See, and I think it's important to know what works for you. I could never be in a long distance relationship. It just doesn't work for me. The type of person I am, out of my love language, physical touch is like the third one out of five for me. Acts of service, quality time, physical touch. Like quality time and physical touch prevent me from being a fan of long distance relationships for myself. I think it works for some people, like your friend. I love how you was like, it's appointments. We know them as D appointments. D appointments.
Yeah.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
When it comes to content about relationships and social media, what have you noticed? What have you noticed about that? Because for me, I can tell you, I've noticed it's a lot of relationship experts on here, and I question many, many of them because those of us who know what marriage is and we know what we like, we know what works for us. I also know that there are skits that have happened that have changed the narrative. For instance, the whole narrative about Cheesecake Factory got changed about going out to Cheesecake Factory, which I actually like Cheesecake Factory.
Me
Girl,
too.
what do you order at Cheesecake Factory? What do you order?
Child, I get cheesecake. I get the Dove chocolate cheesecake. Look, don't
Okay.
get the Godiva. It's the Godiva chocolate cheese. Child, look, I'm
No,
finna go.
let's not talk about them. If they ain't gonna like send no money, we ain't finna like
Oh,
boost
that's
them
right.
up or nothing.
Ain't advertised.
No, ain't
But
advertising
anyway,
nothing.
Godiva ain't send me some cheesecake, Godiva, and some candy. Send me some candy. But it changed the trajectory and the narrative in conversations about dating, y'all. And so for me, when I think about that, it's like, okay, I do like that about Cheesecake Factory, but to know that it had that big of an impact and was a skit, I think is significant. What do y'all think about that?
Well, the content portion, I would have to say something that I notice is a lot of people on social media, like we stated before, a lot of couples, we do glorify and we do say, oh, we make them goals, and it don't really be like that. And we sit here, we accept them twirling and adjusting their relationship to fit to stay in the spotlight. And I'm like, that defeats the purpose of you glorifying them in the first place. Like that was that Derek dude a while back.
Oh, yeah,
Derek
Derek Jackson.
Yeah. Blessed be the fruit. And he had that girl on there. He could at least got that baby hair done. She up there holding his hand, and he up there gaslighting her, just doing the most. But anyway, that's just a perfect example of, like, if anything, it's great to see Black love. It's great to see relationships. And of course, if you want to have that out there and be on social media, like, great. Like, that's your business, that's your prerogative. But it's us as individuals to make sure that we understand everyone's not perfect. Okay, so just let them people have their little time, and then you go about your ways, and don't compare your relationship with somebody else.
Bingo. Shannon?
It's like you said, KK. I mean, they're only showing you the highlight reel. So you have to make sure, like, yes, even some of those may be real things and not staged like some of them are, but that's not the dynamic of their relationship every day. Like, it's
Right.
not reality. So you have to keep that in mind. What I don't understand is, like, this new generation putting all their business on social media, like arguing, having fights on live and all that ratchetness. Like, I don't get
First of
why
all-
you want that recorded, or
First of
why you
all-
want to go back and forth with somebody that you're in a personal relationship online for everybody to see on social media.
Don't do that to my entertainment, please. Don't do that. First of all, don't do that.
But it's
Let the
uncomfortable
people,
though.
let
Like,
the
even
people have their
when-
time. They need opinions. No, I'm just playing. I agree with
Even-
you.
She need to watch it. That's her
No.
entertainment.
But even Remy and Pat, like,
Yeah,
that's
Papoose.
uncomfortable
It is.
to watch them, like, going back and forth like that. Like, I should not be in this right now.
I'm tired of hearing Mandisi's name. I don't even know what the hell they got going on, but I'm tired of hearing this man's name. And then I seen a video with Peter Guns and what's her name? Ayana. What's her name? Yeah, Ayana.
I don't remember.
That's
You know
these
what I'm talking
people
about.
who-
I know
yeah,
who you're
but
talking
those
about. I don't
people are on Mona Scott's stuff. These people are on real hip hop and
social
love and
media.
hip hop
It's
and
still
all of
social
that.
media. It's just like, it's
Yeah.
not healthy. It's not
They're
healthy.
trying to create storylines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not healthy. But that fits into what we saying. Like, don't just sit here and glorify these people.
Do we have some good examples of couples? Because I'm just gonna say this. I'm always gonna be one of these people who I would much rather have a couple who's been married 40 years, 25 years. I would much rather hear from them than some of these folks.
But wait, the thing about it though, those people that have been married that long, you ain't gonna hear from them. Samuel Jackson, Denzel Washington, they've been married to their original spouses since before they popped off. And
I have a caveat to that. I have a caveat. I'm not talking about celebrities. I'm talking about real folks who live real lives.
You're not.
And I would rather, because I actually used to host a show that was just about Black love and relationships. And there was one of our favorite couples. They had been married like 35 years, and their only commitment was, well, not their only commitment, but their strongest commitment was, we're just going to keep everybody out of our business. And they said that was the key to keeping their marriage strong. So I bring that up because these people have tons and tons of money and access. I want to know about the people, the couples who have had financial arguments, who have had kids with issues,
Not.
and these, but they exist, and we
They
need to
exist.
seek them out because I don't think we do that enough. We had an auntie, a grandma, a cousin, a great somebody, and those people used to be the people that we ran to, not these content creators
But
and
that's
these
the thing, though.
gurus.
But that's the thing, though. You got to think too. I mean, to be fair, the people that have been in a relationship that long, they did not have the social media and things of that nature. So them going on social media is like the last that they're thinking about. Now,
Also, I wonder, like, those people wouldn't be on social media, I think. But
right.
also, do a lot of Black people have those examples in their families
Yes, I do. I
to
do.
go to?
I want to
Okay.
shout out, and I don't think she gonna have a problem. As a matter of fact, today is their anniversary. I'm gonna record this. I'm gonna record this that way she can see. So I'm gonna record this. Yes, we do have those examples. Today I want to shout out my cousin Tawana and Mark Jackson. They have been together, I want to say 30 something. It's been some years. Okay. And today is their anniversary.
Nice.
So that is a great example of Black love, older couples who are able, and they be on social media matching outfits to the T. They travel, they do stuff, they plan trips. They have a growing family. She take care of all. Well, both of them. They grandbabies. They have a bunch of grandbabies now, and it is just amazing. So it's great to have those great examples. They do exist.
Oh,
So
they exist.
yeah,
Yeah.
they do exist. So
I have
yes,
plenty of examples. My parents have been married, I mean, over 40, 45 years. My grandparents on both sides were married for a long time. I just wonder, is it common
right,
or is it not common to see
right.
that?
I guess not common.
I don't
It's,
think
it's
it's
not.
as common.
It's not as common.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
not
don't
as
think it's
common.
as common, but it's important nonetheless. And so, bringing that up in families, that there are those opportunities and they're generally accessible. Remy and Pap ain't accessible to me. I
Mm-mm.
like that Beyonce and Jay keep themselves and their marriage very private, very, very
Mm,
private,
I like that too.
mm.
very private. Girl, what's that face? I like that they're private. I just like people who are private. I have a lot of respect for that. But I also know that there's some good examples.
You said
When we
that. Wait, you said that. I'm a big Solange fan, and when you said that, I just thought about her in the elevator. But go ahead.
I'm just thinking about, are there any positive examples of couples online that you could think of who, maybe aren't as flashy, but maybe you see them as being successful because of either how long they've been together or the way they interact or something like that. I'm not a big fan of people who make content from it, but I can respect those that seem authentic. Are there any
Right.
that seem authentic to y'all?
I like
What's his name? His last name Duvall. Him and his wife, they got 4 boys, and they do the Tyler Perry
yeah.
shows. Now I watched them before they went on. They got big and went to Tyler Perry. They was just so genuine, and it felt, right.
I can't remember her name for whatever reason. That's typical of me. I forget everything. But yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yes.
I also like Tab and Chance.
Mm-hmm.
Um
Mm-hmm.
I just
Mm-hmm.
like watching them. And the Perrys, they
Yeah.
have a ministry. Jackie and Preston Perry. I like
I think
to see their dynamic.
the ones that I like is Chanel Sky. I don't know if y'all ever see her and her husband, but I want to give a big shout out to Chanel Sky. they're genuine, and it seems normal. You know what I mean? They make like they make content, and you could tell they've been together for a good hot minute because she posts a lot of pictures like before, and after. But it seems so genuine. So I want to give a big shout out to them. But her name's Chanel Sky.
I like people who are genuine, who let you know, like, hey,
Yes.
like, this is the good times, but there were bad times before where we hated each other and we had to figure out how to make it work. Like, I appreciate those type of couples
Right.
and their
Right.
content.
Right.
That sort of transparency, I think, is important. And we definitely need to tap into those people. Before we get on any further, this has been great. I think it's time for Lisa's Pieces, though.
Oh yes. Okay. So let me get
Before
it right.
we do Lisa's Pieces,
Yes, ma'am.
are we going to talk about the video that that I sent that you got comments on with the girl? I think it was a video from Kev on Stage, and he had this girl who was like,
Let me pull up these comments, y'all.
I just want you to know today that I rebuke you guys living from paycheck to paycheck. Soon, big money is coming to you.
I don't like the way this made me feel. I rebuke your rebuke. I don't accept your rebuke because I don't feel like it was genuine. It was very you people gonna be all right. It was a condescending rebuke and I don't like it. You can keep it. And let me tell you what, I'm justified in my feelings because I scrolled through your little page and let me tell you how you be talking.
Man. Hey, black man. I hope. Hey, black man.
God, thank you for sunshine.
Hey, black man. Happy Monday. Hey, black man. 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 I'm fully convinced. Hey, black man. If you woke up, this is for the black. Hey, black man. Black man. Hey, black man.
Why are you so focused on us?
I did ask a couple black men their thoughts on this video. I'm gonna start out. I mean, most of them, the guys were like, basically, she just has a fetish. Several of them said she just has a fetish. I had one guy said that she got the D one time and it just blew her mind. That was his exact words.
I don't know who smashed, but woo, they left a hell of an impression on her. Cause
Right.
every video, hey black men, girl, bye.
Right.
He trying so hard to get
Really
another
hard.
piece.
Really hard. I also had one gentleman, which I thought was very, very nice. When she was talking about in the part where she said, yeah, for the black man, that's, I know your struggle. You live in paycheck to paycheck and I'm here for you and all of that. He was like, wait a minute, like why she is just subjecting herself to that one man that's struggling. Like that's what she likes. That's the attention that she wants.
Mm-hmm.
And why couldn't she just do it to all black men? Why
Right.
have to be just narrowed down on that? So that he said that lets you know the type of person that she is, and she's willing to accept anything. Okay. And then he also was sharing like, how is it that she can get on there, she can say that, but black women have been doing this forever. Okay. So, and then what put the nail in the coffin is what he said. I'm gonna just end and just say she ain't talking to me. Oh, I died. I died.
Yep. And the truth about that, though, I will say this: the truth about that is that maybe, first of all, I'm never doing struggle love. I've been there, done that. Bought the raggedy ass t-shirt. I'm never doing struggle love again. However, I will definitely support black men because we were built and made to support black men. We were built to do that. We were designed specifically for them, to understand them. And that's what we do. We also call them to greatness. And some of the things that we say to black men that they may push back against is because they're being called to greatness. We will always call Black men to greatness, and we expect the same in return. We need to call each other to greatness because we were certainly and sufficiently and significantly built for one another. So
Right.
I'm just going, so she can hate Black men all she want, but she will never understand what his circumstances and situations actually
Let
are
me
out
tell
in
you,
the world.
I'm gonna see if y'all can hear this. Somebody else sent me like a recording, but of course, just me being me. So she's sitting here and she's just like, "Hey, Black man, hey, Black man." Okay, well, I'm gonna do a hey, white man. Okay, I'm gonna do a hey, white man. I'm gonna post all kind of videos and just say, I know your struggle and just how you just, the world makes you feel like you're just less than, and how you have just built this, country and just I just want to just let you know I'm here for you.
And we know you tired of unseasoned raw chicken.
Let me show
So
you.
we here to offer something else.
Please let me show you something different. And I value you. I value you. Hey, I saw a video where it was this girl. I'm gonna send it to y'all. This Black girl. She in the car and she's talking about how she's just sick of America and then she's going after what's owed to her. And she was speaking of reparations and she was just going on and on. And then you hear somebody tap on the window and she roll the window down. She's like, "Yeah, what's up, babe?" And then she pan the camera out. It's a white man. And she's like, he said, "How much do you want me to fill it up?" And she said, "Yeah, baby, go ahead and fill it up. Yeah, baby, go ahead. I love you." And then she said, "Yeah, I'm getting mine. I'm getting mine." And I was just like, and it was like an older white man. And I was sitting here like, yo, I had lost it. I was in here crying. I was crying.
She said she's getting her reparations.
Yes. And
That's
as
hilarious.
she's talking, like she's going in it, like this is unacceptable, blah, 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 blah. And then you can hear her say, "Hey, babe," he's talking to her, and then she paired the camera. She's like, she tones it down. She's like, "Yeah, babe, what's going on? Yeah, go ahead and fill it up. That's good. Okay, love you." And then she just goes back to saying what she said. And it was an old man, like an old white man.
She getting them
getting
zaddy. That's them zaddy reparations.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how she getting her
Oh my
reparations.
gosh. Let me see if y'all can hear this. If not, we can kind of cut this. So let me see.
This bitch and this shit disgusts me. I think I posted about this before, like on TikTok or something like that, but like it's definitely giving Rose give me the keys. Like it's very much that whole Queen of Spades thing that I was telling you about with the fetishization of Black men. I absolutely hate it. Hate when white chicks come up to me and say shit like this. And I'm good. It's definitely it reeks of racism and fetishization. So yeah, I'm good on her. And she probably picks the worst men possible who hate their mothers.
Yeah. So I just had to share that with y'all. But yeah, the comments, that the feedback I got, it was crazy. I mean, it was all based on like the same thing. I think I maybe had like one guy that was just like, "Oh yeah, it's cool, like it's great," and I was like, "Okay, we're gonna be open." I said I wasn't gonna say no names or anything like that. And he thought that it was great. It was great. He said that the support should just come from anywhere. So I was like, okay. So he didn't see an issue with it. So I want to be fair, but yeah, that right there.
Man, this conversation's getting good. You know what else is good? Hope Inc. is doing a lot of good. Are you a single parent in college in Metro Atlanta and you need help with rent and childcare? Hope Inc. wants to help. Visit hopbe.org to apply, and you could get up to $400 a month to help with rent and childcare so you can stay in school and get that degree. Again, that's hopbe.org. Apply today.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that. And so we did talk about, this was a good conversation. I'm glad we had this conversation today, and who knows, maybe there'll be more in season 7 and we can talk about fetishization. I would look forward to that. And Shannon, did you have any thoughts before Lisa jumps into her piece, or what are you thinking?
Nope, I'm good. I'm just glad I'm not out here in these streets.
said she's safe.
Well, thank you for that.
like baseball, she's safe. All right, so this piece is called Love Me Privately. Give me the scope and range. Just love me. The distance sought out the proper way of recognizing the beat of the heart. Help prove them wrong. Help me become a mathematician calculating the affection sum that most be lacking. See, it causes the discretion of how Harry met Sally, or more, should I say, how Marcus met Mary. The love me without discipline. Shield the chemistry. Shield how we one another love each other. See, the lesson is how we, as the chemistry we speak of, burn the brains of some who don't understand. But some, Butson, learned the lesson of how we are asked if we love each other and how we do it. It's none of their business. So even though it may seem I'm asking too much, just love me privately and let our own actions speak for themselves. Enough. Thank you. All right.
I love that. Love me privately. We've forgotten the importance. I think there's been a lack of emphasis on privacy, and I love that. Call to culture, y'all.
Yes. My call to culture is it's okay to not have to take matching pajama pictures every single year for Christmas. It's okay if on Valentine's Day you want to share a picture of you and your love. But also, I ask that you do not compare your matching pajama pictures to the next person, okay? Everybody's relationship is supposed to be just you and that other person, not the whole world. The whole world is not paying your bills. The whole world is not laying up with you. The whole world is not contributing to your happiness. Only that other person. So love each other privately. And listen, and if you got to go through their phone, baby, that's not a relationship. Okay? No. That's not a relationship. If you have to create a Finsta to see what the other person is doing internally, something is not right within you. So you need to fix you first. If you got to go check on what's going on back there and not focus on what you have right here in front of you. That's not fair to the person that you're with. So don't get me started, baby.
She gave you a scolding in the middle of the call to action. I love it.
So my call to action is just focus. If you're in a relationship, just focus on that relationship. And
that's right.
Communicate, be open. And if a person come to you and say they feel some type of way, yeah, okay. Everybody, we normally have some type of emotion or feel some type of way. That's fair. That's expected. But have an open mind and have that, what's the word I'm looking for? Just make sure that you know that you're looking to come up with some type of plan of action for that situation to be resolved, and leave it at that. And it takes time.
Shannon?
Does. I'm calling the culture to keep their personal business off social media. We don't need to know about how trifling that man is because he did whatever to you, and know that somebody is always watching, lurking in the shadows, and they're not going to like or respond to that post. But as soon as they see strife in your relationship, they're going to your partner's DM to slide in with some comforting words so they can take your place. Also, keep a grip on reality because things may not appear as they seem. So if you're dating and trying to find the one, I think do what you feel is right based on your values and not what these TikTok folks are talking about, that the standards have to be. And, he's got to have this amount of money or he has to have this caliber of job or whatever. Love who you love.
I think I'm the only person in the world that hope that TikTok didn't come back.
No, me too.
Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead, KK. Sorry.
Love who you love, whether they have big hands and feet or not. Just love who you love.
I'm not doing this with her.
Okay. Cut that part.
No, just leave it. No, leave it. I'm not doing this with her. I'm not.
My call to action for the culture is really simple, and that is to find authentic people who love authentically around you, that are close by, who you can confide in. And so it doesn't matter if they've had one successful marriage and one not. It doesn't matter if they're divorced. If this is a person who will authentically share their truth with you and give you good information and advise you in a way that makes sense, tap in and tap into those people instead of looking at these people who are on social media and reality shows. We should have enough people around us, whether they're in our own family or not, who we can tap into with wisdom. So you're not seeking out necessarily relationship advice, but you are seeking out wisdom. And that's something that our elders are here for, that we need to continue to do. Wisdom is everything. And, in all you're getting, get understanding. We've heard that 100 times, 1,000,000 times. And that is what we need. We need wisdom and we need understanding.
Yes. All right.
Thank you all. Thank you for joining us today. And thanks again for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, click the plus in Apple Podcasts or that subscribe button in YouTube and make sure you're getting these episodes. We also love to hear what you love about the show in the comments and your reviews. And we want to thank our sponsor, Hope Inc. This organization is amazing. And it's a great opportunity to help out single parents. So if you're a single parent yourself or know someone who's a single parent and needs a little help with their glow up, check out the application in their website, HOPBE, hope.org. Until we meet again.
King and queens keep doing big things.